I remember when I was a kid, this was like back in the late 60s, early 70s, I saw a debate on a talk show between a young fellow representing kind of a hippie philosophy, anti-materialism, money doesn't matter, and a, you know, straight-edged, middle-aged guy representing the establishment. Okay, and now I've kind of always wondered what happened to that hippie fellow. Now, I'm pretty sure that the prediction made by the man he debated with, the man representing the establishment, came true. The young guy with the love beads and a good-looking guy with the long straight hair eventually decided he wanted to have the fancy car, the nice clothes, the expensive house, and all the doodads and gewgaws of wealth. He settled down, he got a nice job, and he joined the upper middle classes, or the affluent. He became either upper middle class or affluent. Okay. That's probably about 95% what happened. My ex-husband told me that follow-up studies on hippies showed that the vast majority of them had gotten regular jobs, and the small minority who had not, were in religious cults. Okay, so in all likelihood, the guy he debated with, who was older and silver-haired, is dead today. And the guy represented the anti-materialism guy is retired from a good job and enjoying the fruits of his labor, in all likelihood. However, I guess there is a slight possibility, not much of one, that he was true to his anti-materialist beliefs. You know, some people are. Some people really don't care much about material things. Some people don't care much about money. Small minority in this culture. And maybe he really was the real thing. Maybe if you looked him up today, I don't know his name, where would you find him? He's an old man in a single wide trailer home. Or he's an old man couch surfing. An old homeless guy. You know, an old guy who rents a very low rent room. Enjoys his books. Enjoys his radio and television. Enjoys his low rent life. You know, there are poor people who are okay with being poor. So, you know, there is a possibility that he did, you know, that he was happy being the anti-materialistic man. And stayed true to it. Not much of one. But again, there is that possibility. You know, that if you looked him up today, I guess he'd be probably in his 80s. He's elderly. Like I said, the other guy is dead. He's elderly. You know, he'd be in a single wide trailer home or a low rent room or a homeless shelter, but he'd be happy there. He'd be happy there because he is okay with a hand-to-mouth existence. I mean, he actually joked about having given somebody a rubber check. Okay. And I do know that there is that group, that minority within a minority within a minority within a minority, that is okay with being impoverished, that is okay with having next to nothing, that actually wants next to nothing. Basically, they want it. I mean, they do want enough to eat on. They're not suicidal.